Skepticism. Is it good or bad for a Bigfoot investigation? Well, the answer is it can be a little bit of both. You just got to be careful of how you use it. So let's take a minute and talk about skepticism. So how can skepticism be a good thing out in the field when you're hunting for Bigfoot? Well, it's like this. Being a little bit skeptical fosters critical thinking. And critical thinking keeps you from thinking everything out there in that woods is a Bigfoot. So think about it. If you're out there looking for Bigfoot and you don't have a little bit of skepticism in you, everything that moves, everything that casts a shadow, everything that makes a sound is a Bigfoot. So that's when being a little bit skeptical goes a long way. Because you have to have a little bit of common sense to know Bigfoots aren't the only thing that live out there in the woods. There's deer, there's possum, there's all kinds of waterfowl, there's raccoons, there's bears. Depending on where you live, there might be panthers or what you call cougars out west. There could be a lot of different things that could be making noise out in the woods. It could be a bobcat. I could go on and on. So having a little bit of skepticism is a real good thing when you're hunting for Bigfoot. Now, how can being a little bit skeptical be a bad thing? Well, being a little bit skeptical isn't a bad thing. Being a lot skeptical could be. In a lot of ways, being a complete skeptic who's not even a slight bit open-minded to the fact that there might be a Bigfoot out there in that swamp keeps you from even looking at the facts. If you're too skeptical, you want to ignore all the evidence that's put forth. You don't even want to go look for more evidence because you're skeptical of the whole situation and there's no way that there could be a Bigfoot out there in the woods. And like I said, a little bit of that is good. A lot of that is not good. If you're doing an investigation on anything, you have to remain a little bit open-minded that what you're looking for might really be out there. So I guess skepticism is like anything else. A little bit can go a long way, and too much, well, too much of anything is a bad thing. So you have to keep that in mind looking for Bigfoot or doing any kind of paranormal research. Remain skeptical. Don't believe everything you hear. Like, we got this investigation coming up. Well, I don't believe everything that I've heard about that. Some of those reports are just crazy. Bigfoots that watch you 24/7. Bigfoots that'll follow you in your truck as you're driving around the place. Bigfoots that come up into your campsite and steal your cooler. Try to get into your tent. They would have you think there was 100 Bigfoots there all the time, trying to mess with you the entire time you're there. And I just don't believe that. So, skepticism. It can be good or it can be bad, depending on the situation. Like I said, too much of anything could be a bad thing, and a little bit can go a long way. Thanks for watching.